Hello, friends. I am Gwenna at Gwenna the Winna, and I am happy to have you guys here. Let me see here and fix this layout. There. Now you can see my wonderful skeleton of a man. Here we are. It has been a few years since I have streamed, so I am so happy to be here with you guys today. I believe I am expecting a friend to come join us later, but today I am going to be working on my Arthurian book 2 and trying to get some words in before Holly Davis Writes streams later today in about 2 hours. So when you guys come in, do let me know what you are working on. Otherwise, I'm going to work on getting a video pulled up here. New window. Let's go ahead and get one of Laura's timers pulled up. Search. Timer. Do you want to work? Perfect. There we go. Videos. See if I can pull up her playlist for timers. I used to have all of this good stuff. Already saved. Ah!
Hello.
Yes. Hi, how are you?
I was distracted. Now I'm here.
Welcome. Welcome back to my first live stream in years.
Thanks.
Thanks. I am trying to pull up a timer so that we can just hop straight into it because we do not have time to waste. And by we do not have time to waste, I mean, I got to get shit done today.
Makes
today,
sense.
We have got to make the day our bitch because I have not, I feel like I've done nothing. I've written so many emails and I've done so many little things that I haven't accomplished anything today.
I didn't officially get up till 1:30 this afternoon.
Wow.
So, half hour ago.
I'm deeply jealous of that. And also, you're sick? What's going on?
I don't know. I tested negative for COVID, but it's the whole... I had the chills last night.
Oh, the flu's been going around, baby.
Headache. Yeah.
The flu is like around. It's taking people out left and right. That stuff I got last week took me over like 5 days to have a normal movement.
Mm-hmm.
It was brutal. Absolutely brutal. I'm hopeful that it is just the fever and the chills and the cough and the throat stuff for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's lucky. And it's not coming up.
That's true.
How long of a sprint do you want to do? How long of a sprint do you want to do?
25.
I like that. I like that a lot. Here we go. Let me find one of your 25-minute ones. I need to stop being so picky. They're all pretty. It's not like they're going to be less pretty.
This first sprint, I'm going to make Lipton chicken noodle soup.
Ooh, yummy.
We got one packet left.
Go.
It is mine.
Share that.
Here we go.
Oof, that's awkward. How do I make this? There we go. You can make that full screen for that. You can do it. Boom, shakalaka. Is that pretty? Yes, that's pretty. That looks good to you. Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and dive into that first sprint. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. And I apologize for how my internet was behaving that sprint.
Twas a little choppy.
Yeah, just a little bit. Miss Laura, if your computer is capable, could you please pull up a timer for the next sprint?
Absolutely.
If you're, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. That way, I don't have to have more than one internet tab open, and hopefully, this doesn't happen again.
Yay.
How is your soup? Is it so yummy?
It is yummy. It's just really hot.
Yeah. Oh. I am going to be
Kind of
sending
cooked my tongue.
Oh no!
I know.
Oh no! Not your whole tongue. Tacos de lengua in your mouth. I'm gonna be sending my husband out for Chinese food later today. I ate panda for lunch and it was really gross.
Oh no.
Yeah. You know, like you can taste when the food's been sitting out for a while.
Yeah.
Said they made the Beijing beef fresh, but literally by the time I got home, everything was ice cold.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was really disappointing. It was really disappointing. I did this though, the pomegranate blueberry lemonade thing. This is yummy. I'll give it that. But
Good to know.
yeah, it did not, however, get me in the mood right. So I did end up making my hot chocolate, and that was quite delicious. And I got 132 words. Did you do anything besides the soup?
I finished a sentence.
Look at you. Look at you getting stuff done.
Yeah.
Renee came in while we were sprinting. Hello, Renee. Good to see you. Thank you for being here today. What kind of project are you working on with your son? Or your son's math project? Your son is doing math. And then what project are you working on individually? Please let us know. And then Esther came in just to show her love.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, so hello. How much talking do you want to do today, or do you want to do more work than talking, more talking than work? What are you feeling,
Either
baby?
way. I played with Roy during that sprint too while the water was boiling.
Oh, the boy Roy.
He is a happy boy. Now he's curled up right against me.
Oh, that makes me miss my kid. But I know if he's touching me, I'm not going to want her to touch me. He is just asking for a lick of that soup. Look at that. Sweet, sweet boy.
Yes.
Sweet.
He is a super sweet boy.
I have so many dishes to do, and I don't want to do any of them. Otherwise, I would definitely be doing soup.
Do you want to trade kitchens? I'll do your dishes, you do my dishes?
That's a fair trade.
It's weird. I'll do other people's dishes. Doing my own? Heck no.
If you and I could lived in the same neighborhood, Laura, do you know how clean our homes would be?
It would be amazing.
It would be amazing. It'd be so good. Oh, it's a contemporary romance. That's
Nice.
sweet. Look at that. How is how's your project? I know the name of this. We've talked about it 1,000 times. I know the name of this project.
A Dark Academia.
Yes, your dark academia. Don't tell me it's
A study in demonology. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh,
I'm on chapter 4. I'm actually drafting.
look at you!
I know.
You're drafting.
Yay.
So proud of you. Finally.
I know.
Huzzah.
I had drafted through chapter 3 for my class.
Mhm.
I haven't touched it since drafting wise. So that was 4 months ago.
Wow. Your class was 4 months ago?
It was in November.
Oh my god.
I guess that's 3 months ago. I don't know.
Oh, how time flies. Wow, how time flies. You know, honestly, Renee, I cannot wait for my daughter to be of the age where I can just tell her to do a chore and expect it to be done.
Unfortunately, when Roy helps with the dishes, he just licks them.
You know, unfortunately, when a toddler helps with the dishes, they just lick them. It's the same problem.
Yeah.
I do think I'm an outliner. Are you an outliner? You normally are.
It depends on the project.
Have you outlined this one?
I have bullet points for this chapter that I'm currently drafting. I
Mm,
have a bullet point overview of the whole novel, which is very loosey goosey.
Lucy goose. Lucy goosey. JC, my love. Hi. Hi, JC, my love. It's so good to see you.
Let's
Um,
see. My
Ren-
my outline for studying demonology is 1, 2 pages.
that's
So
not
I have
much.
4 bullet points for a background introduction.
Mm-hmm.
I have 6 for conflict and rising action, 6 for climax, 4 for falling action, 6 for resolution.
That's a light outline for you. Normally, you're pretty detailed.
I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I completely pants and have no outline at all.
Oh.
That's how I did Crimson Strings.
Mm.
All of my short stuff is completely pantsed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I will do plot embryos sometimes, which are. Do
I've
you
seen
remember
them.
what a plot embryo is?
Yeah, I've seen them before.
Yeah, so I'll do those sometimes. Um, for Seeds of Doubt, I did tarot pulls
Mm-hmm.
for the emotional arc of the character through the
Mm.
book. Um, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I will just bullet point the chapter when I get to it.
Mm. I'm at that space of my outline where I've now deviated enough from the outline where I have to go through it and like redo specific chapter outlines. Um, Otherwise, I know the basic points I need to hit, and some of them are pretty fleshed out for the rest of this
Mm-hmm.
librarian. But honestly, like this conversation I'm writing right now, had no idea what was going to happen. But now that I'm here, I'm like, oh no, this is a very interesting plot point, and I need to get into this.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll
Like
see. You
have
can buy me a chapter or so.
I have 8 bullet points for this chapter.
Oh, look at that! It's pretty detailed for one chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. JC, it's good to be seen, my love. It's good to be here and slowly easing back into the whole sprinting whole sprinting business. What are you and how do you manage so many projects? Well, Laura made a slideshow.
I did make a slideshow. It ended up being 114 slides.
That's craziness.
I know.
Multiple slides per project, though, right?
Huh?
Multiple slides per project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me open it up because I did a tally at the end of how many novels, novellas, and short stories.
That's
Roy, you're pulling out my charging cord. Thank you.
I do one project at a time, Renee, because my brain does not work in any other fashion whatsoever.
Scrolling to the end of my presentation.
What?
Okay, totals. 18 novels, 4 novellas, 6 short stories.
18 novels, 4 novellas, 6 short stories.
18 novels.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy. Oh, Renee wants to know how many chapters do you have in your short stories?
My short stories are 1 chapter.
Mine,
My novellas. How much is Heartbreak Scammer? It's not done yet, but
It does blow your mind, right? It does. It is a mind-blowing, mind-boggling thing how Laura manages to
I'll Google
honestly have just that much creativity under her skin. Like, could not be me.
under my eczema skin.
Under your eczema skin. That's what's causing your eczema. It's trying to get out of you. It's trying to claw out from the inside.
Let's see, what chapter am I on for this one? I'm on chapter 14 for the Heartbreak Scammer. For Crimson Strings, that one was a full-on novel. Oh my gosh.
I remember when you
Crimson
said
Strings.
you were having some trouble with the dev edits, though.
Yeah. I haven't touched it since then.
Wow. You trunked
I
it.
might actually just pay someone to do a dev edit on it.
You know,
All right. Crimson Strings is 40 chapters.
That's not bad. That's what, 80, 90,000 words? I feel like you broke 100 on that.
View. Whatever. Control. Shift C.
Excuse my
83K.
Oh, you didn't break 100. So 83K.
I've never broken 100.
You've never broken 100 on a novel?
Never.
Oh.
I am an underwriter.
You've got 3 POVs and a study of demonology, baby. Don't say never.
I know. I think my goal for that one is 90K.
That's a good goal. My goal for this one this book to Arthurian is currently 90K. And I am over halfway there. Huzzah.
Amazing.
Thanks. Let's hop into the second sprint just because I do have to leave right around 4:50 our time, or my time, 3:50 your time.
Yeah.
So I can go get my kid from daycare. Can you pull up, do you want to do 25 or 30?
Let's do a 25.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
I'll get the banner ready.
All right. Present. Share screen. Choose the tab.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Thanks.
Alrighty, friends. Let's go ahead and head into the second sprint of the day. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. Let me go up.
Huh?
Then let me go ahead and count up my words for you.
Ah.
$4.29. How'd you do?
3.5 sentences, and then I had to do some research. It's like, dang it, how were communal showers in the 1860s in England?
You know what? That's valid because y'all write in those historical pieces, historical adjacent pieces.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about any of that. My character's literally bathing freaks half the time.
So I'm researching the different types of showers that they had built, which ones had to have cold water, which ones just recycled the water over and over again, which ones required servants to operate, kind of thing. So,
Wow.
like, my school is for, there's quite a few of the Richie Rich there, but it's an older school, so it's like, would they have put in the money to update their plumbing by this time for the Richie Rich to have their pleasantries? Or are they just old school?
You know, that's a lot of detail that I would not necessarily even think about unless I'm incorporating it into some kind of like spicy scene.
That's the thing. I want these two characters to have one, but it's like these ones are all just freezing water showers, so they probably wouldn't. So it's like,
well, it probably wouldn't in the shower, but it would probably
shower adjacent.
Shower adjacent soon after.
Yeah. Like, it's not the main characters, but he's gonna walk in and be like, "What? What have I gotten myself into?"
You got to warm back up after you get that cold. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Hi, Tiffy. Hello. Hello. I will be streaming during the marathon next week for the under 1K subs. So I figured I'd just go ahead and break that ice a little bit. Laura, you're taking the night shift next week. What are you doing?
It's after work, and those are all Eastern times, and I'm Pacific, so it's not as bad.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It's what, 9-10 p.m. your time?
Yeah.
If I did not have to put the kiddo down for sleep with the husband on his midnight shifts now, then I would be joining you. But unfortunately, the husband is now on midnight shifts. Therefore, I am now on nighttime duty with the child 7 days a week.
Ooh.
Instead of 5. Wish me luck.
All the luck.
Put my head through the computer.
It's expensive.
Oh, Tiffy, you're going to miss us? It's okay. I will most likely be doing more regular streams. I just don't have a set day of the week or anything yet. You know. Sometimes
Mondays
you just
and Fridays are currently wide open.
Mondays and Fridays?
Yep.
Is Morgan not streaming on Mondays?
Monday night? No.
And Esther only does a 1-hour stream on Friday, and Shannon only does a 1-hour stream on Friday. I guess I could do Fridays. Do you work on Fridays? You do, don't you?
I have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off.
You do Thursdays, though. You host on Thursdays, right?
Sporadically, yeah.
Sporadically. On Thursdays, you don't host. Text me. I might. We'll see. We're gonna play with this idea, you know, because I do take clients during the weeks as well. So,
I think Esther's 2-hour streams are while I'm still at work.
Yeah.
I don't get off until 5:30.
which is 6:30 my time. So that's still plenty
Uh-huh.
of time for a short stream. You know, like 7 to 9. We'll see. We're gonna play with that idea. I put up a question, but nobody answered it. Do
Oh,
you, do you want to answer it?
what is the question?
It is, what gender is your main character, and what gender do you find easiest to write from the perspective of?
I have 3 POVs, 2 boys, 1 girl. Um, the thingamajig is they're all traumatized in some way, and one of them is not even strictly human. So, um, yeah, I don't usually find the gender the aspect that's like, oh dear. It's more the humanity aspect. What species are they?
Mm,
How long have they been living for?
mm.
What is their cultural background, kind of thing.
Hmm. I am writing from a female POV after spending like 5 years writing the Arthurian first book from a male POV. And it's a switch up for me for sure. Not necessarily because of character interiority, but I think because of the cultural differences between the two characters for sure. Like Arthur's a very masculine man kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's bi, but he's a masculine, he's a manly man. You know what I mean? And Morgan is very much like a bookworm kind of girl,
Uh-huh.
and she's a literal nun.
Mm. I
So,
think part of it is I've never written a manly man. They're all
mm,
more in touch with their feeling men. So,
I would say Arthur's in touch with his feelings, but I would say he doesn't display them well.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and that was, I guess, very fun to play with. So being back in touch with a character that has to be very, because she's living in a Fey world where, every word you say can be used against you
In a court of law.
in a court of law, in a court of the Fey law. You have to be, yeah, you have to be very careful. Yes, I do have a Morgan in my book. Morgan is the main POV that I am writing from this book 2, Arthurian. JC's main character is female, and I find writing from a female POV easier. What makes it easier for you? What makes it not? Curious. I have curiosities. I have just enough time for one more sprint.
How long of a sprint?
I have just enough time for another. Let's do 25 minutes, and we have 5 minutes for outros. Then I can go grab my child.
Okay.
She's the best friend. The Morgan in my book is like this Arthur's soulmate, but not in like the romantic sense. Yes, in like a romantic sense, but also more of in like a best friend kind of sense. Like they're also best friends. They're also soulmates. They've shared lifetimes together before. They're ready to move on for new people, but they're still very close. Chibi says, I have both, and I think they're both okay. I think people sometimes think there's a lot of difference because some folks think they have to write a gender a certain sort of way. I agree. You don't necessarily have to write a specific gender a certain sort of way. I do find that cultural differences show up in different genders in different ways, though. You know what I mean? Like their interiority can be a little bit different. And their dialogue, especially. I find male dialogue a little bit harder to write than female dialogue. JC says, because I'm a female, so I understand how a female thinks. I'm not a guy, so writing from male voice is hard for me. Oh, wait, I actually have 2 main characters, female and male, but I'd rather write from a female voice. That's understandable. That is true, and my book is dual POV. I don't know how y'all do these multi POV books. I'm gonna be struggling with it. My next book Arthurian book 3, is a 3-way POV between Arthur, Lance, and Gwen, and I'm dreading it, babes. I'm dreading it. I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Nice.
I'm not looking forward to that at all. You're right. It is where character development comes into play, but it can be hard to get that exact voice for the character nailed down. I think that's why it took me so many iterations of my first chapter, because I struggled so much bringing Arthur's voice into the first chapter.
My problem is my characters' voices sound the same because they're all in their feelings.
Yeah.
Very interior. It's like,
Do you think in later revisions you're going to change that? Or do you
I
think you're
don't
going to?
know. It's like, it feels like I should, just to have a variety.
I
But
didn't even know
I
what
don't.
voice was until like the second or third draft. You know?
Yeah. Like, if anybody is more outspoken, it's the girl. It's Giuseppina. But she has to have a facade on. So her true self is outspoken. But in order to survive, she's not.
How does that come into play with your overall plot? How are you going to utilize that?
So far, she's like cursing people out in her inner thoughts and like giving them Catholic blessings verbally. In the plot, I think her true personality is going to come out when it's just the three of them together. So her true personality is going to shine through during the revenge scene. So that's going to be nice. Other than that, I'm not quite sure.
Tiffy says, I find it easier when I really understand the character and their motivations. Yeah. And narrowing down on Arthur's motivation, I think, in across the first book was what made it so difficult to carry his voice into the first chapter, because he doesn't have much motivation in the first chapter, and that's an issue. Hi, I'm glad you're home, Morgan. Come hop in. You can at least we are answering what gender is your main protagonist, and what gender do you find most comfortable for you to write? Yeah, speaking of a Morgan. JC says, I mean, I can write from a male voice. I won't shy away from it, but female is just easier. I always ask the hard questions. You don't come on here to actually, like, just not think about things, do you? Because
Nah.
my brain is always coming up. If we're going to be here and we're going to talk about writing, we're going to dig in there. Have you thought about how each of them process their trauma, Laura? Because that could give you a sense of how each of their voices is different. I agree. That's a good one.
Tristan is more internalized self-hatred that he's going to have to come to terms with. Giuseppina is blame the patriarchy and work behind the scenes to try and have a breakthrough and overthrow it. The pagan god dude is right now survival. So he's just trying to survive so that eventually he can prosper again. But his main goal is survival.
We're going to come back to that. We're going to come back at the end, because I have more questions for you. You already brought up the sprint. Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah.
A Valentine's Day tracker? Is it because you love me?
I do love you.
A day. Okay, guys, we are going to sprint in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And that is time on our final sprint.
Woo woo.
Welcome back, one. Welcome back, all. That's my dear.
So not only was I researching old showers, I also had to research old toilets and what was around when, and what's the demographic per one, and where was indoor plumbing, like sewer system, built at what time. So only London pretty much had a sewer system going in the 1860s, so Whitby would still be not sewer, it would be more cesspools. So lovely. But the Richie Rich had indoor cesspools, so
That's not disgusting at all.
I know. So I was doing it. I ate some cheese.
Cheese! What kind of cheese?
Extra sharp white cheddar.
Extra sharp white cheddar. A woman of class.
You know it.
I got 373 that sprint. And I am in a scene transition, so not sure. I feel like I need a little bit, like one more little twist, little knife twist at the end of this transition scene before I can really move into the next bit.
One more dig at their mother.
something along those lines. Something along those lines. Tiffy went back to writing and started reworking her scene. That sounds like fun. We did have Kaufman come in. Hello, and then goodbye. I don't think I find one easier than the other, Morgan says, referring to genders within writing. I think I do well writing both male and female POV. Yeah, honestly, I don't think that one is more difficult. I do think that one has different challenges than the other, though. How you write to it. I want to talk to you more about your character's trauma and how you're building that into plot. Unfortunately, I am out of time to do so.
Alas.
Alas. I changed my clothes and got set up to do some writing. I wish you the best of luck. Right, Holly Davis is going to be doing some streaming here in the next 8 minutes. Please hop over to her channel. And then afterwards, if anybody else in our little group is streaming, let me know. I will happily either hop on with them or hop into the chat with them. Alas, I have a child I must go care for and feed. So that build up, what?
I think I'm gonna make a shredded beef quesadilla.
Ooh, yummy.
I made shredded beef in the crock pot the other day, specifically for quesadillas.
Yummy.
Yeah. Yes,
yeah, I will go get your Leah. I will go get your Leah. We might do a backstage later. We'll see. We'll see how it is. All right, friends. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Go hop on over to Write Holly Davis's channel, and I'll see you when I see you. If I don't, then I won't. Bye.